So I didn't post anything on Instagram, whatever. We're just going to go off of the... Yeah, boy! Crack 'em if you got 'em!
Hey. Crack 'em if you got 'em, if you really got 'em, son. Crack 'em if you got 'em, if you really got 'em.
We the boys!
We the fucking boys.
Hey! We're here, baby. We are here for the first ever preseason week 2 post-game episode with Brian. Thanks for being on the cast with the bandwagon boys.
Yeah, boys.
And for your host, AB, if you're looking for anything Cowboys CanFan, at Cowboys CanFan, it's on all the platforms. I'm not going to list the platforms for you millennial fucks. You know what they are. But hey, we are going to jump into what we thought of this game. Wow. I'm going to say right off the hop, it was almost like night and day from last week.
Yep. Yes, sir. We had some good ball moving on the ground. A little bit light on the passing. Like, I don't think that we have a lot of the answers that we were looking for, but definitely saw our special teams show up. So
Heck yeah.
all around, and defense, I mean, nothing to sneeze at.
I don't sneeze if I don't need to. What you're trying to say is there was last week, quarterback play sucked, special team play sucked, defense was okay. This week was basically head over heels better. Starting off, we're going to start with the hot point.
Do it.
Whoa, what do you guys think was the hot point?
Turpin time.
Turpin time.
It's Turpin time.
Turpin time.
Hey, what's this
son.
all over
Turpin
my
time.
Why are my hands all dark? Is it because I just dipped them into a bunch of turpentine and got 2 touchdowns? I don't
did
know.
it.
Is that what happens when you... Is turpentine the stuff that makes you...
Okay, we're not gonna go into the scientific fact what turpentine.
I don't know what
is.
turpentine is.
It's like something that washes your clothes, is it not?
I'm going to cut both you guys off right here. This is what turpentine is. It is 1 kickoff return for a touchdown. We went nuts. Then, when we didn't think he was going to come back on the field, they're getting ready to punt. I'm like, oh, man, I hope Turpin's coming out. And then our boy, you see the punt go? You see it going in the air? You're like, there's no way he's going to fair catch it. And that's when you know it's Turpin time. The motherfucker catches that shit and the motherfucker goes. That is Turpin time.
Well, how about we just watch it in real time?
Kilo's saying that he's trending right now.
I imagine Kilo C's trending. He should be.
Kilo C's trending. Kilo C's trending right now.
Turpin time 100% should be trending right now.
Okay, so you want to play it? Okay, here we go.
Turpin makes one man miss. Let's see what kind of magic he has again. Turpin. Jitterbug. Turpin. Can he do it again?
This is the first.
KaVonte Turpin.
Number 1.
Gone. Touchdown.
That was
Cowboys.
number 1, right? That was number 1.
72 yards.
Kickoff return.
Let's go! That's hot. Hey.
Turpin makes one man miss.
Is this
Let's see
number
what kind
2?
of magic he has again.
No. I'll get number 2 now.
Don't
talk
you-
about number 1. Talk about number 1.
So, like I was saying, kickoff returns in the NFL are not an easy thing, especially since they've kicked them back to they kick off further away. So if you can get to the 25, it's usually a decent kickoff return. So for you to actually be able to return a kick, well, let's give you a little sustenance of this. The last time we did it was the game we were at in Arlington, Texas to watch the Cowboys versus the Raiders. TP20 returned one. There was only 1 kickoff return for a touchdown last year. That's it. We had 1.
Really?
And the one that we were at.
We were at it, but this is like
Live in person.
I don't think people realize how hard of a thing it is or how rare of a thing is.
Regardless if it's preseason. It's not like
Doesn't
these
matter.
guys. It's not like these guys are fucking just some. I mean, we called them schlubs, but it's not like they're. It's not like they're that bad.
No.
They're on the fucking. They're playing week 2 in preseason.
More importantly is you can tell the way the guy runs and how fast he can accelerate and cut and accelerate and cut.
Precision.
That is not something that is going to be shown against anyone, right?
Boner alert.
It is a boner alert. So then not even after that. Not even after that kickoff return, we're like, Turpin time's done.
I'm sorry, that was the second one. My apologies.
See, we
This
can't
is the
see
first
it. We're
one.
like so
I
far
know.
away, it's
I'm
hard
sorry.
for us to see.
This is the first one. I forgot that it happened so early in the game. So this is the first one. That was the one where we're like,
We didn't, as we were
Front
chatting.
of the goal line.
So we need you two that can actually see
Finds
the
a crease.
screen to be able to
Turpin
look
now
at
with
the
some
time and
space.
tell us.
Gets past Hopkins. Turpin is past midfield. He's got daylight in front of him. Can anybody track him
He
down?
was out.
No, they can't.
So he did a kick and a punt
KaVonte
return.
Turpin,
Yeah,
98 yards to the house.
Mike McCarthy.
You're getting a cheeseburger.
Double cheeseburger.
So the way you can tell the difference is like this. The first one he had some setup and he had some blockers. This is just he just sprints. Look how fast this motherfucker is.
Well,
No, go to the. I want to see the first one. Fuck
one
the
again?
second one.
Okay.
Go back to the first one, which says probably
Goal
what
line.
first or second quarter, and then just
Finds
look.
a
He's
crease.
just
Turpin
off to
now
the
with
run.
some space. Gets past Hopkins. Turpin
He
is
didn't have
past
to do a
midfield.
move.
He's got daylight in front of him. Can anybody track him down? No, they
That's just
can't.
him off to the races.
Who
Okay,
used
so-
to be the
Turpin,
who used to be the Chargers
98 yards
safety?
to the
Waddle?
house.
Was it Waddle?
Yep. Waddle was the safety.
Yeah, there's no Waddle back there now.
Is there a way next time that we can get it up on this?
Well, yes.
We'll do that next
time.
As we were doing it, I didn't
Finds a
switch it
crease.
over.
Turpin
So.
now with some space.
Let's
Gets
see his
past
second
Hopkins.
one after
Turpin is
this.
past midfield. He's
So-
got day. He has again. Turpin. Jitterbug. Turpin.
Jitter.
Can he do it again?
Go back. Listen to the announcer. That's how we knew it. You watched him punt it.
Not only
I
is it
know.
high, it is far. And Turpin
But
makes
listen
one
here.
man miss. Let's see what
The
kind
best,
of magic he has
the best
again.
call.
Turpin. Jitterbug. Turpin.
Turpin,
Can he do it
Jitterbug.
again?
This is the
KaVonte
Chargers broadcast, by the
Turpin.
way.
Oh man.
Gone. Touchdown
Okay.
Cowboys.
How
72 yards.
How fucking jacked up were we?
Oh,
Next level.
I mean, we did 2 fucking shotguns for this guy.
How fucking jacked up were we there?
You say 4 is going to be good.
I think 2.
I
honestly. think 2.
Dude, I'm
I
calling
don't even think
6. I'm calling 6.
I love
and
it.
I'm going to
Are we
put
doing
it-
bold predictions?
I'm bold predicting that
AJ's calling Turpin
a
time.
combination of special teams touchdowns, he'll get 6.
Oh, that is bold.
okay. So, do you think it's harder to get a kickoff return or a punt return for
I think
a
they're
TD?
both extremely hard to
Well,
do.
what would you say is harder?
Probably kickoff.
Yeah, probably.
Why?
Kickoff's tougher because I'd say I
Most of
don't
them
know.
go out of bounds, too.
Yeah, I don't know the percentage of kickoffs. A lot of them are fair caught or out of the end zone.
Yeah. Well, let's say the running, though. I think punt has the more, you have the more potential of
Punt, you have
finding
more room.
a hole. Yeah.
You have more room. A punt, say someone's punting off their 9 or their 10-yard line or their 20-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
They're only punting 40 yards, so you're catching it at your 30 or you're catching it at your 40. You're gonna have a chance to return the ball. Whereas a kickoff, the chance you have statistics of kickoff. A kickoff's always from the same spot. It's always going X amount of yards. Most kickoffs are fair caught or start off at the 25
And even if
line.
a kickoff starts running, the way that you line up on a kickoff, you're spread out already. So you basically fall into a formation, a real strong defensive formation that, like, whereas a punt, you're lined up on the line because you're in
punting. Yeah, you're not. You 100% a kickoff is harder to return, in my opinion. And if you looked at
Punt.
stats, there's probably
You
more.
think kickoff is harder?
Sorry, I'm
Punt.
fucking up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we know you're.
Fuck
fucking
you,
up.
Adam.
Hey,
Fuck you, Adam.
I'll take it.
So that was our first point.
You dickhead.
Turpentine shined. That's kind of what I wanted to see from him last game. I wanted
I
to
know.
see that kind of thing. Not
Turtle
even.
came out of his shell.
I didn't even want to see a touchdown. I just wanted to see a good return. Well, we got 2 of them. So touching on the next point, like Turpentine time. I fucked up.
Hey, guess what? You fucked up.
Hey,
You fucked up. You fucked up.
When we watched the clip, I think it was you, like literally 2 minutes before he did that, you were like saying, "Okay, we're gonna see a big return," or you made a turpentine comment, and then he delivered.
The thing with
and
him,
I splurged.
This is the thing. I obviously haven't been at Cowboys camp. I'm not there in Oxnard. I'm not there to watch their practices. But every single fucking analyst or guy on Twitter has been just saying, this dude's legit, right? So there's people that have watched Cowboys practices for the last 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. They're saying this guy's special and has a chance to do something. And then he comes out in preseason and does what he does. Like the first time and we said this on the broadcast earlier today, I think a Turpin return is now the most exciting play in Cowboys football, opposed to Trevon Diggs' interception.
Dude. I mean, look what we're coming into. We're coming into a season where we could see a Turpin return, a Diggs interception, potentially for a fucking pick six. I mean, come on, he did
In the
twice
same
last
game?
year. And
Don't tease me
Micah
like that.
Parsons eating
I bet
up
you
a
say that to all
fucking...
the
I mean,
boys.
it's all special teams and defense, which is kind of interesting to think about. That, like, those are our hottest...
Most rare plays.
Yeah.
They're rare.
Yeah.
They're more rare. Pick six or a return touchdown. Those are way more
Or
rare.
sack strip by
Sack strip,
Micah.
D-Law or Micah picking
Mm-hmm.
up and going. Those are way more rare than Dak Prescott to a CD Lamb touchdown, right?
I think outside of maybe seeing Turpin time getting one of those in the regular season, I am obviously always going to be super stoked for a Diggs pick, massively stoked for a Diggs pick six, but I do want to see a Micah. I want to see the Lion reach up and grab that ball. I want to
Yeah.
see the Lion reach up and grab a ball this
I
year.
agree. We haven't seen it yet.
picks.
We haven't seen it yet.
There has not been a Micah Parsons interception, so
Hey, but
I would love to see that.
But if the trend continues from last year, I mean, we're not going to complain.
I don't give a fuck if Micah Parsons gets an interception as long as he's killing quarterbacks.
And
Kilo
Diggs
C-
is eating it up.
Kilo C saying that we are 12th in special teams.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. I think this is we need to get a couple games into the season and then reassess those numbers because I don't know. I think there was a lot of changes that were made to the Cowboys defense and offense as well. So
Well, with this Turpin guy, right?
yeah,
The thing is, like Devin Hester, no one was talking about him in preseason. He just came out
Yep.
and then just destroyed, right?
Yep.
So with Turpin, like now everyone's kind of aware this kid, like
he's got
you,
wheels.
you don't
baby.
do what
Rock
you did.
star.
Yeah, you don't do what you did in a preseason game and don't get noticed. Like,
Do you
and
think-
that's making a statement.
Do you think that that's going to affect him? Do you think he's going to be overrated going into the season, and that people are going to be well aware of his moves? I mean,
Until he gets until he does it.
until he takes one to the fucking end zone.
Here's why I'm excited about any sort of special teams play, and we mentioned this on our live cast. Which, if you are not joining us, what are you doing with your life? I mean,
Yeah, totally.
get on the live stream every Cowboys game. But the special teams that's being played is pretty much going to be the special teams that's being played also in the regular season. So
Close.
it's going to be more close than the offense or defense. Yeah. So I think that it's really very positive to see him score that. And that's why I'm calling out 6 touchdowns.
So Alex is calling 6 Turpin touchdowns, whether or not it's on a kick return or a punt return.
Special teams.
Jermaine Norfleet saying Turpin's looking like Deion Sanders, and Michael Buchanan saying Turpin is a dog.
He's getting 2. He's getting 2.
So you're saying getting 2. So Alex's bold prediction, he's getting 6. I think he's going to fucking fall in the middle and get about 4
If
of
he
those.
gets 2, that's outstanding.
I'm just happy that he's going to
If
make.
he gets-
I'm just happy that he made the team.
If he gets 6, I lose my fucking mind.
Sorry, guys.
What-
But he's already got 2
What's going on right
Doesn't
now?
count.
preseason.
Preseason doesn't count.
So this is that first pick
Counts for something,
of
but
the
not,
game.
not like a regular season, no.
No.
Okay, so Alex is switching gears here, unbeknownst to us,
Yeah.
and he's showing you the pick 6.
Not the pick 6.
The interception.
Izzy.
Ah, look
That's a nice
at that.
catch.
Tolbert should take some notice and look at that toe drag. Go back to the toe drag.
Well, 1 sec here. Almost
So
got stripped
the
there.
only issue with this is we can't really see what we're looking at.
Oh, okay.
So you guys
Sorry,
need to walk
guys.
us through it.
Okay, so it's just Israel catching that ball right on the sideline. Toe drag. Adam wanted to see the toe drag. Here it is.
So are we kind of segueing? Let's segue it into our cornerback
Yeah.
battle here.
CB.
So
Yeah,
CB,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
go CB1. So let's go. Let's talk. Let's talk, boys.
Okay, so CB1 obviously is Diggs. CB2 is Brown.
I honestly think CB2 or
Okay,
might be Dig. Anyways,
sure.
you're right. You're right.
You
You're
know,
right. The
one,
first
two,
2 CBs are those 2 guys.
right. CB3 was supposed to be Jordan Lewis.
It will be.
It will be, okay. And now we're
J.
into
Lou, baby.
CB4, who seemed to get a lot of play time too on this Cowboys defense. Like, it's an important role. CB4 is maybe it is on
CB4 is a huge role.
yeah, it might be big on a lot of NFL teams. I'm just saying for the Cowboys, because since I've actually started paying more attention to football, in a
Who is CB4 for the Cowboys?
That's what I'm saying. Important role. I don't know. Did anyone stand out to you?
Oh, I thought you had the depth chart. I can't tell because we don't have our glasses on. We have glasses on.
I got depth chart.
Okay, I'll go.
They're both wearing glasses, and we're looking
thought
at
it
small
was-
screens.
it looked
So-
like-
We're both looking at.
It looked
we're
like
both looking-
AJ. It looked like AJ was reading something, so I was waiting for him. He's like, oh, he's like, it doesn't seem like this guy should be CB4, so I was waiting for it.
Okay, hang on.
CB4 right now slotted is probably Kelvin Joseph, who I don't think is going to be CB4.
So we got Brown, Diggs, Joseph, and Wright. So you think Nashawn is above Kelvin Joseph?
Yeah, I think Nashawn Wright, even with the big plays he's given up,
Yeah.
his positioning and like being able to, I think Nashawn Wright's mistakes are easier to correct than
And
Kelvin
he was
Joseph's.
he was in the face.
He's there every time.
He's there every time, yeah.
He's literally like running stride for stride with the receiver every time.
And where Kelvin Joseph, when we saw him make mistakes, he was like 5
5
yards away. That
Jinx.
one.
Jinx.
Jinx, you talk.
Poke, you owe me a Coke.
Jinx, you talk, gotta suck my cock. No.
I was about to walk over
Okay,
there.
I'm sorry. And then the next string is CJ Goodwin and Thomas. I can't say his first name. Oh no, Mosley, Quandre Mosley.
So
which I don't think we even really saw out there. So
who's four? Out of if your guys' position or from your guys' point of view, you guys just watched. The
I don't know.
fucking
You
game.
kind of convinced me with Wright, but I think I'm just hyped up on Joseph that I say Wright's the fourth CB.
So you think Joseph's fifth?
I don't think.
No, I think Joseph's third. Who's
Jordan Lewis.
Yeah. So J. Lou.
Oh, I'm sorry. I see the NB. They have him
They have Nickelback. Yeah.
Nickelback. Okay. Okay.
So let's
Yeah.
let's take Nickelback out of the out of the conversation. Even J. Lou, 100% our Nickelback. He's
Yes.
going to be on their Nickelback.
Yeah.
So if we're just going straight up, lining up outside, you got Diggs, Anthony Brown,
And then who else do you want?
and then
on
who
the field?
else? I don't know if I right now. I don't. Want
I think I want
Kelvin
Nashawn
Joseph.
Wright.
I'd rather have Nashawn Wright. He's rangy. He's literally been with stride for stride with the guys. He just has his mechanics can be changed.
And I want Kelvin Joseph out there
And
because
someone,
of his draft.
well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Someone brought it in the chat. His
He's a
draft
second rounder. You're not going to take out a second rounder.
from last year, but I mean, at the time, you sometimes got to cut the fat, right? The Bossman Fat per se.
Sometimes you got to cut the boss man fat.
So
Well, the beautiful thing about a draft pick, and why I think sometimes a draft pick's overvalued, is you get them every year. Okay, so it doesn't matter that you have to use up a second round draft pick every single year. So you make a pick. It might be a bad pick, and and it's another issue if it is a continuous. Like, oh my God, we keep fucking missing on all these picks. Okay, that's a really bad issue. But if it's a miss on the second, and it makes more sense to go with the undrafted fucking guy who walked onto the team, then you have to make that decision because you get another second round pick next year.
I hate
keeps refilling.
I fucking hate the draft status argument.
Yes,
You
I don't
put the
think
best,
that it's
you put the best player on the field.
Here's the thing.
you put the best player on the field.
But, okay, so
Absolutely.
we're not in practices. We're not watching these guys. So hang on a sec.
Well,
So
we could be,
let me
though.
finish.
You saw me about to say something,
I can
but
see.
okay.
So we're not in practices. Obviously, we want to respect our defensive coaches, and they're seeing something. So obviously, we saw Kelvin Joseph out there getting the reps because they're trying to test.
Okay, so
him out.
timeout.
Hang on.
No,
hang on.
I'm already gonna ruin your whole argument.
Hang on.
Google Kelvin Joseph. Every article out of camp is he's been terrible.
Right. So this is what I'm getting at.
So we haven't been in camp, but everyone else that has been at camp is saying he's shit.
So this is what I'm getting at. He's not in camp. So so he comes through camp. If he was,
why don't you pull up the and these are the top 3 articles. Kelvin Joseph is no longer seen as a lock to make the roster.
okay, so,
Cowboys plan to cut Kelvin Joseph.
Yeah.
Roster
So-
move review.
Oh, well, after
Cowboys
tonight-
projected to cut former second
after tonight, that's
Okay.
just cemented.
stop treating me like Shannon Sharp.
I'm not treating you like Shannon Sharp. You said we're not in camp, but people in camp are writing those articles.
No, but what I'm saying is that so we're not in camp. So as fans, we don't.
I wish
know,
we were.
we don't know what is happening with the players, right? So we're seeing articles, whatever. I'm not going to address that. The players who are on the field tonight are ones who are possibly in contention to make the team. If we've seen Kelvin Joseph out there a lot, which we have, there's a big chance that he's on the fucking fence on whether or not he's going to make the team or not.
And did he suck last week?
Yes.
Did he suck this week?
Yes.
So he's probably gone.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You're not arguing for or against.
I'm not arguing for him.
You're just saying they're trying to evaluate him more.
So the way they're evaluating him is that, look, he just went through a lot of mental stuff, so his mind's probably not in football right now. It was on possibly getting a murder charge, right?
Fair.
So they drafted him last year because they thought he had skills, and he's not doing well in camp, and they're putting him through preseason. So I think he's definitely going to check himself out of the chance to make a roster spot. But I do think that they're going to, because of his draft status, they're going to roll with him next week and see how he does.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't
So
think
you're saying
I don't think today's going to be a thing where he's out.
He's not going to be if he gets cut. I'm going to say if he gets cut because he might not. You're right. If he gets cut, it's definitely not going to be till very last cuts, which is like before season. He will be the last set of cuts.
He's the last episode of Hard Knocks if we were doing
Oh,
Hard Knocks.
yeah.
Oh,
If Hard Knocks was this year for the Cowboys, they'd be just blowing themselves over this Bossman Fat story.
Speaking of,
Detroit Lions.
Jerry, get a fucking Hard Knock. I mean, we'll come in and do it
I
if you
know.
need us to, but
Get
like,
any-
get a fucking Hard Knocks going for the
Yeah,
Cowboys. What are you doing?
We watched
dude?
the pre-game. The pre-game.
Pre-Grange.
The pre-grain, because we're all fucking farmers now. We watched the pre-game stream that was happening, and it's nothing. Like, give us some fucking content. Give us some of that juicy cowboy content.
Let's do it.
Come on, Jerry.
Okay, so where are we at? So CBs, our CB depth chart is a little weak because
It's going to shake itself out. It's going to
it's-
shake itself out.
Yeah.
We don't know. We'll see next week. Nashawn Wright got beat for a couple big ones. I still think he was decent. What was the next topic we were talking about? We got QBs.
sorry,
sorry,
about
Turpin.
Turpin, we did.
We did Turpin. We did CB depth.
QB2.
Oh,
Who's our QB2?
So let me read off the stats here.
hear it.
We can pull them up, but
Whoa.
what?
he's a stat man.
What?
Wait a second, Brian.
Just got an update on the UFC. Sorry. I
Okay.
don't want to be that guy.
Guess what?
But Edwards
You-
just
you are
Edwards
that
just
guy,
head,
so
head-
go for
head
it.
kick knocked out Usman.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah. Very surprising. I was gonna put money on that fight.
Shit, dude.
Kilo, where
goddamn.
were you on that one, dog?
Wow.
Sorry for anyone listening. That's
Fifth round.
a fifth round head kick KO.
That is impressive in the
Damn.
championship
Dude.
round.
Yeah, crazy.
In the championship round, it sounds like he just got Turpin timed.
Guess who just got chirping time?
Yep.
Here's the shitty. I think these are shitty stats in terms of determining who's like going to be our number two. We got Will Greer. What, you want a can?
A bottle? You want me to bottle you?
I want him to switch the.
He's got
camera.
lots of beer left
Oh.
here, so
Oh, here we go. Pop him if you got him.
Oh no, I'm good here.
pop them if you got
Oh,
them.
that was a weak pop.
So this is what happened. Brian started off being delayed, and now he's leading the song. I love it.
So Kilos, he says, I told you, I didn't want to spoil it. I tried to tell the guest.
He did say that.
I know, I'm sorry.
Kilo did say that, like in the original chat.
Yeah.
Hey, but Kilo
I
sometimes.
thought Kilo was saying it as like Usman won.
You didn't know Kilo's in the future.
Bring up our fucking.
Kilo's Doc Brown in Back to the Future too.
Bring this up.
I'd call Kilo Marty, to be honest.
Bring this up. Bring the stat page up. There we go.
There's the stats.
Okay, so we got Will Greer, 6 and 10, 98 yards, and the only sack of the game for 7 yards, which is nice to see.
AJ, can I cut you off for 1 second?
Do it.
Just for 1 second.
Yeah,
Sorry
do
for
it.
doing it. I'd just rather ask you if I could do it before I do it. Our quarterbacks suck tonight. Change my mind. Go through the stats. I just wanted
Okay,
to
let
say
me
that.
do. Okay,
Quarterbacks suck tonight.
let me read the.
No one did
teams-
anything.
I'll read the team stats instead, because this is going to correlate exactly with what you're saying. We got 11 completions for 18 attempts, 127 yards, 7.4 dog shit average, and an 84 overall rating. Change my mind.
Rating's not terrible.
I
But
can't change your mind because you read facts.
You're not a fat guy.
I just read facts.
I'm not a fact.
You're
guy.
not a fact. Adam's all emotion.
Emotional
I'm all
driven.
and I'm robotic.
you're
stat.
yeah. So that's why, like, in terms of tonight's game, QB didn't impress me at all.
No.
At all.
They
Guess
didn't.
Guess who actually impressed me? Crash Davis.
Crash Davis, yep.
Well, let's just scroll down and have a look at our running back.
You know
That's
what? And
more
even
exciting.
if Crash Davis, Malik Davis, even if his stats aren't jumping out at you, when he had his chances, he impressed.
Well, and he finished 8 carries in a preseason game, 4.6 average.
That's not
I mean,
bad.
look at Rico. He also was impressive, especially when you look at Davis, that his longest was 9 yards. So we didn't like have a rip-off 30, 40-yard run, and then every other yard was like...
Just churned it. You always talk about you need that guy that can drop the shoulder and get those. Say you're getting stopped at the 4-yard line and you still get the touchdown. I think Davis is more that guy than Dwaddle. Dwaddle seems like a shifty guy. They're both really good, and I honestly hope they're both Cowboys going into the season. But it is an interest. I think that might be one of the most interesting battles of camp.
And I do like to see KaVonte Turpin time himself, show up on the rushing chart. It's only 1 rush for 7 yards.
That
I
was
like
that
to
reverse, right?
It was a reverse, yeah. But I'd like to see that it was positive yardage
Actually,
by a nice amount.
Hate to call you out on this, but it was a sweep. So a reverse is if the guy gets the ball.
Fuck with me, DJ.
It's if the guy gets the ball on a toss or a handoff and then gives it to the other guy going this way, where he just got it. From
Okay, so
Hey, if you ever- Adam-
let's run it back. Oh, KaVonte Turpin, 7 yards on that sweep, right? Sick.
There you go. Nice.
That was sick.
Time.
If you ever embarrass this side of the table,
Hey, that's why I'm allowed a 1 run back.
Yeah.
Everybody's allowed
a
1 run
mulligan.
back.
Yo,
get a
we're
mulligan.
allowed.
I just did a run back.
We're allowed 14 fucking run backs.
we got a
We're
couple
not-
run backs.
We're
We got a
not
couple run
fucking
backs.
professionals. We're fans who have now been drinking for 4 hours.
Hell yeah.
If Ad wants to call it a reverse, yeah, fuck yeah. It was the best reverse
Guess
of the
what?
game.
Never played a snap of football in my life.
And honestly, sorry for calling you out like that. Next time I'll just tell you off
Off air.
I'm
No,
sorry
no,
for doing
hey,
that,
No,
to be honest.
here's the thing. Here's the dynamics. When you are able to correct me, it shows that you have a certain depth of football knowledge. So when people are watching, they're like, that's not a fucking reverse.
Or
That's a
like when you
sweep."
call
And
them
then
the San Diego Chargers.
and when we call it the San Diego Chargers, because they are the San Diego Chargers in my mind.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Can I say something that was not?
No, guess what? You can't.
Yeah, you can.
Go for it.
Thanks, bro.
Oh, he's vaping. Uh-oh.
So don't say you're going to say something and then it's like,
That's even better.
I'm
He's
just hyping
smoking.
up. I'm hyping it up. You know,
What's
I'm
chat
building
saying?
suspense.
Is chat with us?
Nothing.
or
I do have
nothing?
some. I do have something. to say.
sorry. Chat is saying
Yep,
something.
yep.
Kilo C, hit that like button.
Hit that
Yeah.
fucking like. Our
Love it.
receivers, dude. Not a lot to say because there wasn't a lot of action.
not a lot of receiver action.
But let's
Thanks a
bring
lot,
up those
Rita
stats.
Rush.
We can bring up those stats.
Which we did. We did talk about prior to this game. We were kind of excited to see who would. We were kind of excited to see who would kind of step ahead of the receiver room. No one got the opportunity to do that tonight.
No, we did see 2 Jake Ferguson catches, which were impactful
Tight
and
end, though.
memorizing.
Tight end.
Yeah, but guess who's fucking on the sideline leaning over to Dak Prescott and
We
saying,
would have
hey,
done way better.
hey, bro,
Chelsea.
easy 50 yards.
did you do
Easy 50 yards, bro. If you give me the ball, I'm running 25 yards minimum.
Don't worry about it.
For the gram.
I got you on big hammer baller.
It's for the gram. It's for the gram.
Big hammer baller.
Unblock us, Schultz! Unblock us right now!
All I give a fuck about, I just want to see Dalton Schultz make 1 block in his life.
Yep.
Hey, but
Unblock us.
otherwise,
What do we think about Ferguson though? For real.
I'm
Had 2
saying,
good games.
yeah, 2 targets, 2 catches.
He's caught every ball thrown to him. He's got a couple first downs.
Tolbert had
Okay, so
little
so-
disappointing. 2 for 4 and only 25 yards, but he did make 12.5 average, so that's
So what do we think about Tolbert? What do we think about Smith? And what do we think about Sam?
Didn't see enough. Sam Williams?
Yep.
So you're talking, okay, so wait.
Sam
So
who?
you're talking about our 3,
Yeah.
talking about our 3 first-round picks.
nice.
Tyler
Hey,
Smith?
Hey. You're damn right I am.
You're talking Tyler Smith,
Yep.
Sam Williams,
Yep.
Jalen Tolbert.
Yes, sir.
Tyler Smith, I don't think he played that much of the game. He didn't get any holding calls. Love it. Sam Williams, didn't hear his name once. As a defensive end, that is terrible. He didn't have any pressures. He didn't have any hits. He didn't have any sacks. I don't even think he had a tackle. Jalen Tolbert, I think, played half-half.
What are you laughing about?
Sam Williams had 2 tackles.
So that's it. That's not very good. That's not good.
They weren't solos.
It's better than 0.
It's better than 0, but as a defensive end. So this is, I kind of brought this point up last week when AJ and I did our post-game thing. Imagine Micah Parsons last year in the preseason. Micah Parsons didn't really play the preseason. He would have been in there every fucking time. Sam Williams has now played out of the first 2 games of the preseason. He's played a lot of snaps, and he hasn't even gotten close to the quarterback.
Hey, I have
It's a bit worrisome.
It absolutely is. Tonight, how many sacks did the Cowboys have? And
0.
Who got them?
We had 0, I thought.
Okay. Guess what? Riddle me this, Batman.
How many sacks do we have?
3.
3.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
Dude.
We had a
How
sack.
did we
I knew
not
had
get a
more than-
sack sandwich going?
Because I
Was I pissing?
no.
I had to be.
There was one that you will remember when I say the name, but there's 2 that I do not remember.
Again, the board's set up for off season, so it doesn't have my sack lunch on
You
there.
need a sack. That sack lunch has to get back on it.
Do we want to play?
And Kilo hit 3 before you said it. So
So
knew.
it was Tristan Hill,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, the forced fumble. Yeah, that's a sack.
then Marcavius Bryant,
Don't remember that one.
and Mike Tafua.
Okay, I do remember the Tafua one.
So there was 2 that I do remember. The Marcavius Bryant, I don't remember.
I don't remember that one either.
It must be fake.
Guess what? We were probably talking about something that had nothing to
Okay,
do
well,
with football.
I mean,
yeah,
they
we were probably talking about Disneyland or I don't know, fucking Bitcoin. Or
ESPN made a mistake.
Hey,
Vape,
listen,
vape 6.9.
no, listen,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
We didn't talk about Bitcoin once on this podcast. except
No,
for
I
now.
don't think so.
Prove it.
Or the live stream.
Prove
I
it.
can. I'll go back. I'll go back to 4 hours and I'll prove it to
Rewind.
you.
You're gonna algorithm it. So
I'll run
okay,
it
so
back.
that brings us to
Let's look at team stats.
well, talk to us about it, then you little
Fuck with me,
dirty little
DJ.
bitch.
Well, do you want to, or was there something else you
No,
wanted
I'd love
finish
to.
up? Okay.
Yeah, but you got to read it out loud.
take
'cause
me
they
on a
can't
ride.
Read,
I
they
will.
can't read
Okay,
it.
so let me just roll
Switch
through
the
the
screen
It is.
to you guys.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Total yards. So this is, I'll give the overall kind of big stats here. Total yards, 242 for Dallas, 296 for the Chargers. Interesting. I didn't think that they did get more yards, to be honest, but, through rose-colored glasses, as we do. 2 turnovers for the Chargers. Possession time, Chargers, 31 minutes to 28 minutes. And then first downs, Chargers, 19-14. So if we're just looking at the top stats, the Chargers played better.
You know what the biggest
the
stat? One of the
Cowboys.
biggest stat in football is though.
Who won the
Turnovers.
game?
No turnovers.
And-
What's the turnovers?
0
One.
to 2.
Exactly. No, 0 to 2.
0-2.
We had a.
I was thinking
The
interception.
confidence that Adam just said that with.
Sorry, the fumble. I forgot the fumble, but I thought I was just saying the interception.
So you could have a team. That's the thing with statistics. Usually, one of the biggest statistics in football is turnover ratio, and we beat them 2-0. Right. So you could take yards up the yin yang, but usually, if you take the ball away more than the other team, you're going to win.
We also see on first downs, 14 for the Cowboys, 19 for the Chargers. So
Wow.
we did score 14 points off of special
Turnovers.
teams. So minus that off
Right.
of 32.
okay,
What's
so
that?
Terp.
That's why that's
So-
why that's inflated, right?
So that's
Their time
18.
of possession.
So that would bring us down to 18. So
tied game.
interesting. Like
Hey,
if
guess
we
what?
didn't have
Tied
those-
ball game.
if we didn't have those special team points,
Yeah,
it would have been an 8.
This is the mo- this
no,
is-
no, no, no. Time out. Let me play devil's advocate though. Say we don't get those punt or that kickoff. Well, now we go on 11 play drives for fucking 6 minutes and score a touchdown.
Absolutely.
So now our time of possession is actually almost double theirs, right? So
Sure.
it's one of those things you can't really
no, that's fair.
This
really
is
fair.
This is where I will play the Vin Diesel.
devil's advocate to the devil's advocate.
oh my
No,
God,
this
we're
is-
double deviling.
No, this is where I play
Double D.
the Vin Diesel soundbite. It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning, and that's all that counts. 32-18.
Well, I'll give you
We
another
just-
Vin
we-
Diesel.
We play the what if game all the time.
Yeah, we do. That's
guess
why
what?
we're fans.
What if?
I'll give you a good Vin Diesel soundbite. It doesn't matter if it's preseason because it's fucking preseason. It doesn't. None of this shit matters. It's all perspective. It's all of
Playoffs?
It's definitely not playoffs. So it's basically
Didn't Mike McCarthy say that though? Like, he's like,
It's preseason.
yeah, it's preseason. It's
Cowboys
like, what
lost
does it- what
every
does it
game of
matter?
preseason last year.
But I feel like it does like preseason. Like you could have that like one guy comes in preseason.
That's it.
And,
Yeah,
and
that's what
crushes
guy.
it.
Guy.
Right.
Right?
But that's a factor though.
A
Like,
guy. But Turpin could have ran 2 touchdowns back and we could have lost by 40. Turpin still had a great game. Doesn't matter what the fucking score is.
Well,
But it still could play a huge factor in the regular season though. If that-
Regular season.
If that one stud guy
exact-
is like killing a preseason.
Thank you. So
Right.
you're actually arguing into my point. He could play a factor. Turpin could play a factor into regular season. The score of today's game, when you have schlubs playing for half the game, the score of today's game doesn't matter.
But like maybe if he didn't have those preseason games to like
No, but
to build that confidence in himself, maybe he wouldn't do that in the regular season.
no. So
right?
you're still missing my point. The argument, the preseason is important for players.
Yeah.
The score in games of the preseason
Aren't important.
isn't important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turpin,
So what
Turpin
you're,
or
what you're saying,
You're
Brian,
both
is
right.
important.
Yes.
what you're
Yeah,
saying,
you're right.
100% is you could not be more wrong. What I'm saying is the score of the game does not matter.
Yeah.
And what you'll realize on
Turpin
this
doing-
Cowboys CanFan podcast is what Anthony says is always right.
I'm not saying it's always right. I'm just saying the score of a preseason game in a month.
doesn't
In a
matter.
month, does it matter what
No.
that we won today?
Going 4-0 and or 0-4 in preseason doesn't really
Okay,
matter.
I'll actually I got a very good way to actually
Fuck's
break
gonna-
this up.
hey,
Guys, he's
fuck
gonna
with
pull
me.
it out.
No,
He's
no,
gonna pull it out
just
finally.
listen, this is a
Psycho-
good
Psychoanalyzation.
No, this is actually a really good way to make both our points make sense. In a month, right? If Turpin scores a touchdown in a game,
Yes.
is that important?
Yes.
Why is it important? Because in the preseason, he showed he could do it, right?
Right.
So that's important. Turpin's on the team because he did a great time or did a great Turpin time
Yes.
during preseason. But now is this game that we won in say October, we lose to the Chargers. The next time we play the Chargers,
Yeah,
we lose to
yeah.
them. Well, now that we beat them in preseason, does that matter? No,
No.
it doesn't. It matters that a guy like Turpin made his statement in a preseason game, and they are super important for these guys. But the score of the game at the end of the day does not fucking matter. Of
Okay.
these 3 games.
Hey, but can I also
Right?
but Ant,
kind of right, kind of
Can I-
wrong.
Yeah. for
you're
sure.
right, but can I also just add?
How about them Cowboys?
Okay. So, All Even Podcast, a.k.a. Barry Grant Jr. is in the house.
Barry, what are you doing up? It's got to be like
Barry.
4 a.m. where you are.
Go to bed, man. We should actually be in bed too. Guys,
Barry Grant Jr. says the only thing about preseason that is good is walking away with no injuries.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Hey,
No,
fucking great point.
Barry. But you gotta also think like there are. I think that Turpin is something that is very interesting. We'll see how this young guy develops over the season.
Okay,
but
over time.
but he definitely
I see what you
signed
did
his
there.
contract tonight with the way that he played.
Oh, he's on the team. He's 100% on the team.
Yeah, so so
100%.
Kilo, sorry, not
Without a
Kilo. Barry saying finding gems as well. LOL. So yeah, he's
Okay. Of course.
That's a gem.
I mean, I know.
Terrell Davis for the Broncos back in the 90s. The only reason he ended up being a fucking Hall of Famer is because of one preseason play. And it wasn't even being a fucking running back. He ran down and absolutely killed a guy on special teams. And they're like, okay, let's give this guy.
Yeah.
This guy's a football player.
well. So that
Special teams is important for players, not the. It's a weird thing. It's important for individual players to shine, but like when you go to the team statistics and we look at the score, it's not as important.
And that's why preseason is also, like as you're saying, is important to players because it allows the Cowboys to evaluate what these people are going to be able to do in a game type situation.
You people. What do you mean, you people?
Those people.
Special team players.
Special team players.
What are you capable of, son?
Special team players. We don't special team players. You know, like Brian Anger and the Liram.
He's so hot right now.
Liram.
No,
like,
no,
we
but-
don't look at them as real players.
No, but even like what we're talking about, evaluation. So Kelvin Joseph. Is he
Joseph.
Calvin Joseph?
Calvin
Is
Joseph.
Calvin Joseph?
Calvin Joseph.
Anthony.
Anthony.
How's Calvin Joseph?
AJ. Is Calvin Joseph?
Okay, go on. No. Yeah, Calvin
Please
Joseph.
say it again by
Is-
accident.
Calvin
is-
Joseph?
Is Calvin Joseph? Is Kelvin Joseph
Joseph.
going to be able to make the team?
No, to me, I don't think he should.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when you look at someone like Turpentine, and whether or not he's going to rock the house with
The
two
Casbah.
runbacks, and honestly, even if he didn't take it to the house and he got
A 20-yard return.
yeah, exactly. He didn't need to bring it back twice, and
No.
he did.
I'm going to say
So hang on. So as we're evaluating our offensive players, we're also evaluating our defensive players. Are they going to be able to make the team? Second rounder, Kelvin Bossman Fat Joseph.
Joseph.
Is he going to make this team? We don't know. Probably not. But I bet
tough.
you we will see him next week.
Lots of them.
And he's going to get a lot of
Yes.
reps because the Cowboys are unsure whether or not Bossman Fat has the head. And mentally, physically, he could still be there. But mentally, if he's not there, then guess what? You done fucked up, son.
I mean, and let's not play this like we joke about his situation, which is probably bad that we do. It's probably a very big character flaw in myself.
what it is, bro. It
But
is what it is.
It's but the thing with him with his offseason, like, and what he's had to deal with, possibly going to prison for a very long time. There's no way your head can just be in football.
No,
taking up some headspace, for sure.
You get drafted to the NFL second round. You get into a fucking case that you're going to get a murder charge, and now the case gets dropped. You're not going to prison, and now you're expected to play ball. Like he definitely isn't paying for fucking the mental.
And then you
life-
turn into a
the men-
werewolf on the 30 on every full moon.
Easy peasy.
No,
That's
but for real, he's definitely not paying for like the mental coaches out there who are going to put him in place to have him be a top tier performer. He's not. He's probably just out there with his crew or his the people who got him into that murder charge. He's not putting in the time or the effort or paying someone to help get him mentally effective for this season. I don't believe so. Or else we would have seen him not playing as many reps as we did today.
All that being said, I understand, and I agree with the points, but it's like I still don't see. I don't think that Kelvin Joseph performed well, but I didn't see anyone who stood out to take his place. Like I don't know.
Which could definitely be the other issue.
Yeah, like who
might
replaces him then?
He might make the team
It's gonna
as
be
an asterisk.
It's going to be hard to find someone that's going to be 5 yards behind every receiver when they catch the ball. You're right.
Okay, no, that's fair enough.
I don't know. No,
I'm
you're
just saying,
right.
in the game, tell me who should replace him.
Sean Wright.
He is the
He's in the
Oh,
game. He's
I
in the
see,
game.
I see,
He's
I
in the
see.
game
Okay,
because they're
okay.
not playing the starters.
right. So then Joseph would be the fifth.
He'd be hopefully cut.
Alex, so embarrassing.
Well, then who's the
now,
fifth?
Jesus.
We don't need him.
Israel, you got an interception.
Okay. Damn, dog, you're right.
Nishan.
We good. We golden. Woo!
Okay, so for the bandwagon boys over there, give yourselves a high five. For my sexual prowess guest over here, B-Rob.
And this homebrew beer.
Yeah, homebrew beer was great.
How's the
by
beer,
way.
guys?
It
How's
was
the
great.
beer?
I enjoy
Homebrew
it.
beer was awesome. We will be live. We'll probably do it. Probably do a podcast Wednesday or Thursday.
We have to. The game's on Friday.
Game's on Friday.
Friday at
dude.
5.
Nice.
Friday at 5.
I'll be here.
Who are they playing next?
Friday at 5.
Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, no shit, eh?
Okay, Friday at 5, we will be live streaming the game. Some Wednesday probably at 5 or 6, we will be going live. Someone play us out. I'm waiting for some music here, babe. I'm gonna Bossman Fat the camera.
Peace.